What psychology, what mentality, what brain, what cells in your brain are you serving to not understand, like, hold on a second, I am wearing a hijab. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters.
Assalamu alaikum. No. Assalamu alaikum. Every time.
And dear friends, welcome to this video. This is our second shoot. We recorded one yesterday, and we're not going to put that out. We decided to put this out. We will explain why.
Spit out, Ali.
We'll give you a little preview of that video. As you guys know, there's a video that's gone viral where there's a sister who's doing a very inappropriate dance with another man in public, and this has gone viral. So we decided to do a video last night, which we did, and we was really upset, to be honest. And I'm sure a lot of you guys were upset as well, because it's sad to see that, you know, it's just that we have that thing for our religion, and we understand a lot of us hate seeing certain things done by practicing looking individuals, yeah? If that makes sense. So now the thing is, we're going to play the interview, because I spoke to the sister. Her family contacted me, and I spoke to her personally. You're going to hear the interview. But sadly, as us Muslims, when we see such videos, we take it too far. We start insulting the individual, swearing,
No, mate, you threatened to kill him. That's what you've done. Loads of Muslims threatened to kill her.
Insulting, calling them all kinds of names, and it's taking it out of boundary. You know, we should hate the sin rather than the sinner. Yes, the action is wrong. It's very, very wrong. It was really bad, but it does not give us a right to start naming the individual. And believe me, behind this, I'm sure you need to understand that. I said this in the video as well, yesterday's video. I said, I really want to understand the psychology behind why would the sister do that? You know, anybody, like, why?
Why would the sister twerk and dance?
Why would they really do that? And after speaking to her, wallahi, it makes you realize there's a bigger story behind it. It doesn't mean it's right what she's done. It just shows that different people are suffering from different things. And sometimes they do things that they don't...
Suffering from what? Personality? She's suffering from a personality and freedom.
Want to,
and we must take it away from her and scare the shit out of her so that she never does it again. That's basically what he's thinking. Because I know what he's thinking.
Believe us. Like, believe me, we all go through this. Different people work in different ways.
This joker was trying to find a wife for about 2 years, yeah? And no one would marry him. Right? He kept meeting arranged marriage after arranged marriage after arranged marriage. And when their families met this joker, then none of them let him marry him. But even my wife's family let me marry her. You know what I mean? And I've got loads of people wanting to kill me and attack me all the time. You know, I still go around there for dinner. And you, Ali, can't even find someone to marry you, you mug. Get a grip. You can't even find an arranged marriage. You know what a joker. He can't even get an arranged marriage. It's like, that's why people become Muslim. All the butters idiots in life become Muslim, because then they get their sort. They just get an arranged marriage for some cousin from Pakistan or something.
Ways, you know, when they...
He had some Somalians wouldn't even marry him.
when people are tested, you can be tested and you can react in a totally different way to me. You know, I could just say, you know what, I'm going to go totally silent and move off the scene. You can say, you know what, I'm going to go full out. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, yesterday's video, what was it about? Like, to be honest, like, how was our attitude yesterday compared to today? You know, and even though you haven't heard the interview, but I have, yeah? But I've given you a briefing. So, just to give a briefing, like, how was you feeling yesterday to now?
Obviously, yesterday we were very confused because the video, the nature of the video is something that is, in its nature, very inappropriate. And we were very, very confused because in the Dawah scene, we've been in it for years now. We've never seen anything like this. People ask us for advice every single day, but we never come across anything of this. So to us, it was very, very hard to comprehend what someone could be going through to be doing something like that while wearing the hijab. Because, like, we get messages, I'm sure you do as well, like, about people, suicidal cases.
Well, the truth is, if it weren't such barbarians, if the girl probably didn't think her family would kill her, she probably would never be wearing a hijab. She'd be out twerking in a nightclub. That's the reality of it. She'll be doing what she wants to do, but they're too scared to do it because of cavemen like you.
suicidal cases and whatnot. I'm suicidal, this, that, and my boyfriend left me and whatnot. And, you know, even I've been raped. What do I do? You know, a lot of very, very tough.
Well, if you've been raped, you get done. We will stone you because you've committed adultery, darling. Is that what you told her? That's what your laws are. You know what I mean? I wonder what you answered. I've been raped. Boys, we've got one that's been raped. They'll come around and smash her head in.
Very, very tough situations, which we actually can understand and like advise about. But like with this, we were just speechless. What can we even say about this?
You've got women being raped, and you've got all these problems that they can advise and they know how to deal with. But this bitch twerked. And we just don't know what to do that she's twerked.
So obviously Ali spoke to the sister, and it just goes to show you that when someone does something, there is always a background story. Doesn't mean it's justifiable, doesn't mean it's fine, but there is a background story. And a lot of brothers and sisters were actually atting their friends to come watch the video.
Laughing.
Brother,
Like, well, like, what if that was your own sister?
one brother, you know, I heard who runs an Instagram page, an Islamic Instagram page, atting his friend saying, yo, this is your girl, come get your girl. Like, this is not the way that a Muslim should behave. This is not the kind...
No, they should stone her.
In regards to some of these Instagram pages, we do want you
we're gonna come to that.
We're gonna go into that. Okay,
straight after, we're gonna come to. We're gonna actually name them. We're gonna put the names out. You're gonna see it, and the police is involved. And we ask you to report these pages. We're gonna come to that later on, inshallah. But
he just goes around the country just grassing everyone up. I mean, this muppet rang 999 because I put a tweet out about him. He rang 999. You hear him on the phone to the emergency. What's the emergency? Tommy Robinson tweeted about me. What? Come on, man. And then he's messaging me saying, police are going to get you. Did any police ever come and speak to me about that tweet? Absolute joker, brother.
doing that in front of a guy and there's Muslims watching you.
Bro, forget
what
that.
the hell's going through your head?
Oh, look how upset and angry they were. But this was a lesson for us in disguise.
Okay, guys, so you saw for yourself, like, how frustrated me and
You were angry, mate.
It taught me a lesson, like, in a way where I was like, okay, I should be angry for the sake of the religion, but I should always think, okay, there must be a reason. Do you get what I'm saying? So I learned a big lesson myself. But not to carry on any further, let's go and listen to the interview from the sister and hear her side. Like, because I did ask her this. I actually interviewed her. I said, sister, why did you do this? But let's hear it for ourselves, inshallah.
Hello.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Hello.
Like, why did you do it? The question that mainly people are asking is why? Why did you?
They're acting like someone's been killed or murdered. The girl danced. She danced, all right? She danced in public. I was out with my friends. We were going shopping, and there were these people playing music. There was one song that a girl wanted to dance to me with. At first, I was hesitating, but because I've got problems, I don't think straight. I've self-harmed before, and I cut myself before on a lot of occasions. Look what she's having to use to justify herself for dancing. You cavemen.
What kind of problems are you suffering from? Because you said you
Islam. Islam's the problem she's suffering from, Ali. Your religion's what she's suffering from. Depression because she's not allowed freedom. Look what happens when she has some.
So basically,
She's crying her eyes out.
Don't be upset. This is the work of Shaitan. Believe us.
This is the work of the devil. Well, because she had a dance, and you lot can't handle it.
People are going to watch the video and judge you based on that. So don't cry. Wallahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful. And don't ever, and you said you started to practice. So sister, wallahi, I make dua for you. Inshallah.
Sister, cover your face and never be seen again.
Don't be upset. That it's good that one part, the fact that you're crying, wallahi, this is a sign of repentance and remorse. And it shows that you have iman, yeah?
She scared
so
me.
Don't be upset.
She's scared because of you lot. I remember seeing this video of her twerking. And you know, even as a dad, if you saw your daughter doing that in the middle of the city, saying, you might not be that happy. You might not be that happy. But she's scared from it. She's scared. Would someone of our daughters be scared of what's going to happen to her for it?
Is there anything that you want to add up or say before we finish this conversation?
Yeah, to all the girls that wear her and hijab, I'm sorry for disrespecting and disrespecting what I've done. I've learned from my mistake. I've gone viral, and I'm just shit. I just want everybody leave it alone and that. Just keep everything away from. I just don't want I just don't want it to be how it was, and that I'm never going to do something like that again. And I'm sorry for disrespecting you, and thank you to all of you like that. Have said that I made a mistake, but it's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to judge. At the end of the day, at judgment day, I'm going to get judged for it, not you lot.
This is the work of the devil, and music is one of the tools of shaitan, unfortunately.
This is the work of the devil.
Thank you very much, sister. May Allah bless you. If there's any way we can help you, inshallah, your sister's going to message me on Instagram. Let's keep in contact.
She needs help.
And inshallah,
Leaving Islam. That was the work of the devil behind him as well, look.
Okay, guys, so you heard it for yourself, and wallahi, I'm being honest, it changed my perspective a lot.
It has not changed my perspective. You're cavemen. You don't allow your women to have any freedom or enjoyment. One has a bit of freedom and enjoyment, and she's terrified, scared, crying on the phone, having to justify her whole life to you men.
He upset me. I'm being honest, like, wallahi, when I heard her cry,
It's upset me.
Like,
it's upset me listening to you
really
lot.
made my heart sink, because I was just like,
She hasn't upset
she
me.
doesn't have a fatherly figure. She's lost someone dear, yeah, in her family. She's suffering from psychological issues since she was 13, depression, self-harming. And one thing that I really want you to, elaborate on, Musa, is that the fact that she said that when she was there at the moment, when the song came on, the shaitan, like, this is so crucial, because we always talk about this music, elaborate on it, because this is like, you know, because it's something that you've suffered from before. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You've suffered from he suffered from this. He suffered from the evils of music as well.
You know, there's certain things, yeah, there's certain sins that, for example, you see myself and Ali, mashallah, practicing brothers, whatnot, give advice on YouTube and whatnot. But, and you wouldn't expect us to fall into certain sins, but we do.
Even these two great heroes sin. Even you sin. No way, mashallah.
So what you have to understand is, even Yusuf alayhi salam, when he was in a certain situation, when a woman was approaching him in
he banged a donkey.
a seductive way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expresses to us in the Quran.
That's not a sin, actually, is it, under Islam? Sorry. It's actively encouraged. Just can't sell it to your neighbour.
When we come across certain things and we see certain things and hear certain things, they affect our heart. And when they affect our heart, they can cause us to commit grave sins. If I was to see a woman coming at me, naked, this, that, whatnot, it can really affect a man. And
Mate, no naked woman's going to throw herself at you, bro. Okay, let's get that out of the way. It's not going to affect you, because that ain't going to happen, all right? You're married to your cousin.
this is why music is haram. This is why music is
the handiwork of shaitan.
It's the work of shaitan.
Yeah.
When you listen to music,
How can I take these seriously after that?
Music and heart. Look, if you're in, let's say, in a haram relationship, and listening to love songs, wallahi, I'm telling you, believe me, I come from the society where I'm telling you, my family members they've killed themselves.
And is he blaming one of his family members killing himself on love songs?
It affects your heart. Wallahi, Aki, I know brothers, and at times you feel suicidal.
Ali, man, come on, bro. What is going on?
when you see people like Nicki Minaj, whatnot, talking about their private parts, talking about how they've got bare guys, and talking about how they done inappropriate dances on stage and whatnot, and all of this, this is gonna affect you. When you're listening to this,
Never affected me. Nicki Minaj has never done me no damage. I'm not bothered by Nicki Minaj. She hasn't made me go out and do anything crazy.
it just goes to show you, music is something that can lead you to that. This sister is not
Don't build snowmen. Don't listen to music.
different than any other sister out there.
And she's only 17.
Yeah, she's only 17. So
She's
many
a child.
17-year-old sisters, unfortunately, they listen to music. And they're probably watching it thinking, oh, I'd never do that, whatnot. I bet you at home you're doing the same thing. I bet you at home you're doing the same thing.
So what if they're dancing in their bedroom? So what?
Anyways, guys, listen. What we're going to do now is we're going to mention the pages that I've been sharing this video. They're not taking it down. Because to them, likes and shares is more important. So report these.
Says Ali Dawah.
These people need to fear Allah. You're just as bad. You were saying that she is this, she is that.
You
are just as
Allah, you know that imaginary weirdo upstairs. He's going to get you.
Because of you evil people, because I'm sorry, I'm getting passionate now.
Look, someone hold me back, hold me back.
That's about it. Hope you guys have benefited. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
Mate,
wa barakatuh.
bro, I've completely benefited from this talk. Ali, definitely benefited, bro. You fucking, you absolute jokers.